Welcome to the What's Our Verdict podcast, where we fashion ourselves cinematic judge and jury. My name is JJ Crowder. I'm here with my co-host, Mattson Heiner.
Back again. Better read than dead. Look at Javier. The smile over there. There was a time when you missed a few in a row, too. I'm sorry that I'm not even going to say a life because I wanted to do this podcast. I was bummed about I had some opinions on the Godzilla King Kong thing. By the way, great job, gentlemen. But I'm back. Better read than dead. Javier, if you say some smart thing, I'll slap you this weekend.
What are you going to do? You're going to disappear for another month and have a welcome back party?
Sorry, it wasn't a month. It was 2 weeks, my friend. And I know you missed me because you actually texted me.
I did miss you.
Oh, shit. That took 30 seconds to go off the rails. Javier Ortiz.
What is up, my nerds? I never went anywhere, so I'm not back.
Get the voice crack, JJ.
I know. And Ian Anderson.
Some shit.
Did you ever find yourself wondering if you should spend the time, money, or both on a movie? Well, we're here to answer that question for you. Each week we put a movie on trial, discuss the facts, pass judgment, and let you know our verdict. To check out our other episodes, if you're watching us on YouTube, the link's in our description down below. This is our spoiler-free review. Our deep dive review will be available on Monday, April 12th. It is the 12th, right? I'm not crazy.
Try not to laugh.
It is the 12th.
I think it's 12.
And you can listen to that wherever fine podcasts are found, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Ghana, just to name a few. And as always, it's completely free to watch, listen. Today we're reviewing Chaos Walking. It was released March 5th, 2021. Actually, let me back up. Before we do that, we have some announcements to make. First and foremost, we did get another 5-star review.
So we got one?
Yeah.
Was it from
five-star
JJ's biggest fan again?
No,
Yeah.
I wish it was from JJ's biggest fan again. That would be okay. No, this one's from Kaguya17, somewhere in the United States. And it says, it's 5 stars. The title is So Many Laughs. It says, stumbled upon this the other day. So many laughs. I quite honestly cannot stop giggling. Ian needs to talk more. His calm demeanor really seems to balance out the louder voices. No names, but we all know who that is. Can't wait to go back and listen to some earlier episodes. And I was reading that going, is she talking about Javier? Is she talking about
who the
me?
hell's a loud voice?
It's like, is it Javier? Is it me? Is it both of us? Is it? But I was like, Mattson hasn't been here for a couple weeks.
It's one of you, unless they went to the Justice League episode.
That's
and
fair.
then they would think of me.
That's fair. That could be true. So yeah, we appreciate it. Kaguya17, thanks for the 5-star review.
Yeah.
Speaking of reviews, we did talk last episode about reviews for good. It's called Reviews for Good through Podchaser. I've got some new information on that, so I wanted to share. We did get one. Actually, we got two. One for our TV side, one for the movie side. So thanks, Alec, for those reviews. We did reply to both. So we were able to get some money donated to Meals on Wheels. And what this Meals on Wheels campaign is for, through Podchaser, you leave a review, they donate 25 cents. We reply, they donate another 25 cents. And then and that's Podchaser does that. It goes to Meals on Wheels, and it's going directly to elderly Americans that have been affected by the COVID pandemic. So really good cause there. The other thing that's happening is our podcast host, Captivate, is matching those donations for Captivate podcasts that get reviews up to $1,000. So yeah, please go, if for no other reason, whether you love us or hate us, go leave a review on Podchaser. You can go to podchaser.com, just search What's Our Verdict. Leave us a review. We will reply. Again, just your review and our reply gets 50 cents, and then on the match, $1 to Meals on Wheels for elderly Americans who've been affected by COVID. So we appreciate that, and it's a great cause. Finally, the last, God, I don't even know what to do with all these announcements. We have swag, guys. We actually have merchandise
Swag
now.
for days.
Yeah. So
we all get.
That's right. We don't have a lot. We're starting very small. But we were able to send out a shirt to JJ's biggest fan. He did post about it. It looked really good. So we've made those shirts available. You can go to our website, whatsourverdict.com/shop, and you can order those shirts from there. And then I was able to get some coffee mugs. There's 2 sizes of coffee mugs that have our logo on them. And then there's stickers. So just something really cheap and easy that you can get a hold of. And
We
show
can give
support.
coffee
And
mugs, bro.
yeah, and we can
About
just
to
so you
bring
know if there's some
hot
other
chocolate.
if there's some other merch or anything that you guys, as fans, we have a few. I know we have a couple that you guys listen every episode, so we appreciate that. And if there's some other swag that you want us to look into making available, we can do that. I'm happy to look
we're not
into
above,
it. So
like branded dildos or something like that.
Yeah.
You name it, we are not above it.
It's
I got-
funny that definitely came to mind as something that was going to be said. So
It had to be said.
mentally called that.
Ian knows.
I'm not above it. That might be difficult and expensive, but I'll make it happen. I'll figure that shit out somehow. But yeah, so those are our announcements. We appreciate the reviews. Go leave some more at Podchaser specifically so we can get some more donations out to Meals on Wheels. And then check out our swag, whatsourverdict.com/shop. Go there, listen to our episodes, leave some comments on our episodes, and then buy some swag if you feel so inclined. Right now, they are only available to United States listeners, so I do apologize for that. There's a lot of hoops you got to jump through to offer it internationally. So I'm working on some of our Canadian and some of our Indian fans. We have a lot of coverage in those two countries. So those are the two I'm working on right now. But right now, for our U.S. listeners, you can order those, and we appreciate that. With that being said, today we are reviewing Chaos Walking. It was released March 5th, 2021. It was written by Patrick Ness and Christopher Ford. It was directed by Doug Liman. It stars Tom Holland, Daisy Ridley, Mads Mikkelsen, Nick Jonas, Damian Bashir, Kurt Sutter, and David Oyelowo. Today I doubled that up on my thing there. Ignore me. If this is your first time joining us, we will rate this movie on a 3-tiered scale. Worth it, meaning you should find a way to watch this movie. Stream it. Wait until you can watch it for free. And finally, not impressed, meaning you shouldn't watch this thing at all. With that, let's jump in. Ian, you haven't started us off for a while, buddy. I think it's your turn to kick us off.
Yeah, you need to balance us out with your soft, tender voice.
Yeah, we're just giving the reviewer what they want.
I use it too much, so it's got to be. What I enjoyed the most about this movie was that it was different. It's something I didn't expect. I wasn't really sure. I hadn't heard anything about it, but it was really nice and refreshing watching a movie that wasn't either a remake or a sequel or a superhero movie. So that's kind of what I enjoyed the most. I think it's very predictable. I won't go much deeper than that. But it's interesting. The acting is done. It's acted very well. I feel connected to the characters, and it's got a fun little story and tries to do a twist, but not one that you can't kind of see coming. So I don't know that I would say like go pay $20 to go see this, but I still think it's worth it if you were like to go see it in theaters. So that's my caveat to my worth it is as long as you're not spending $20 on it, like you could spend like the 6 or 7 to go see it. But that's what I got.
Fair enough. I'll go. I have a similar opinion. To be honest, I went into this movie expecting terrible because I'd heard of all like the drama with all the production and how I got caught up in this thing finished filming in 2017 and didn't release until 2021. So there was a lot of issues in production. They had to do a bunch of reshoots, and just knowing how much issues they had, I was terribly worried about how this movie was going to turn out. I was pleasantly surprised. I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. A couple things I had issues with. There were a lot of questions that were left unanswered by nature of the story. I guess this is a trilogy of books that the initial idea was to do 3 movies. So they left a lot of things unanswered. The problem is I want those things answered, especially now that I know that they're most likely not going to make any more of these movies. So I am interested in reading the book. So it did do that. Ian, to your point, I thought Tom Holland and Daisy Ridley did really well together. I enjoyed their chemistry. I felt for those characters. I liked them. I love Mads Mikkelsen. So the bad guy was like on point to me because that guy's he plays a bad guy so good. So I really enjoyed that. The rest of the cast was the story was interesting and different. I liked it more than I thought. I don't know that I would say it's worth it even to go out and go to a theater. I think there's some other things that you could go see right now that might be better. But I think it's definitely watchable, so I would definitely say watch it. Javier, what about you?
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you guys. It's pretty creative and unique, so that was fun. I kind of got into this movie. I had a lot more fun with it than I thought I would. There's a few parts of it that like don't really need to be in there, like the preacher character, like really provided no value. I don't think I think I'm just a little tired of like the crazy Christian zealot character that we just throw in movies now, right? Because if we just threw in a crazy zealot Muslim or like a crazy zealot Jewish person, it would hit differently, right? Like that's not okay. You can't just do that, but you can with Christians, you know. So I didn't love that, and then the indigenous species like wasn't like played no real part in this movie either. So there's just like a couple pieces like that where just like I don't need that because it doesn't contribute to the story at all. It just seemed like they just wanted something to do. I don't know. I think there's plenty to critique about this movie, but taken at face value, it's a lot of fun. So I'm going to say like a low worth it, high stream it, you know?
Look at Javier, always breaking the rules.
I mean, I'm saying worth it, just at the bottom, you know, end of it. I'm not saying like if Jurassic Park was in theater, you should go brave COVID, no matter the consequences, and go see it. You know, it's on the other end of worth it from that.
Oh my gosh.
Fair enough. All right, Mattson, bring us home.
It's only fitting for me to bring us home. I've been waiting for this for weeks. What to say about this movie? I do like movies that make me think. And this movie, right off the bat, made me really think because what an interesting concept it is. And I guess I shouldn't spoil what that is because you need to watch it. But so much to talk about with your friends once you've seen what happens on this planet. Really, I think a thought-provoking thing about how annoying having that, we'll call it a condition, would be. I really feel for the females in this movie because, I mean, just thinking about the thought, I can't say anything more than that because this is spoiler-free, but just think about what some of the people in this podcast would have from so-called condition in this movie would be very interesting, and I, too, would not want to be a part of that. So, with that being said, so much to talk about from this movie, and I think that's a really, truly a creative and unique concept, as others have said before me. Beyond that, though, I think Javier made some really good points. There's parts of this movie, and I agree with the preacher, and especially the aliens, where I thought they were going to lean on that a lot more, and they just didn't, and so it was confusing to me. I'm going to go a solid watch it. I don't think this is a movie. I don't know if I'll watch this movie again, to be honest, but it was a good one-time watch.
Cool. All right. Well, there it is. That's our spoiler-free. Come check out our deep dive. That'll be available on the 12th of April. I think there's a lot to talk about with this movie too. I'm kind of excited to get into the nitty-gritty of what we saw and some things that, you know, like Mattson said and Javier said, make you think, and then Ian said there's some really valuable things there too because it is different. So I'm excited to talk about it. Come check that out. Mattson, why don't you tell them where they can check that out and where else they can find us?
Yeah, if you want to talk to me, if you want to tell Javier how average he is from a podcasting standpoint, you want to comment on Ian's soft-spoken voice, or if you just want to compliment JJ on his always awesome hats, come find us at Facebook, Instagram, at our website at whatsaverdict.com. Chime in on the fun, and then come listen to us on Spotify, Ghana, Stitcher, you name it, we're there. Chime in, and we want to hear those reviews like we are calling out at the beginning, and we'd love to hear from you, so do it.
Perfect. Thanks, Mattson. All right, everybody, we appreciate you tuning in, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye-bye now.
Cinemagic out.
Whoa!